What is good, everybody? It is G-File3 back here at episode 2 in the Giants rebuild. I am going to briefly go over the trades that I have made. I did a trade with the Falcons, and I ended up acquiring Chris Lindstrom from them. Chris Lindstrom, I kind of said his name wrong. I'm sorry about that. He is a good right guard. I ended up trading them Karen Fleming, a right tackle, Dion Lewis, a running back, and a 4th round pick. We got a couple splash trades I'm going to talk about today too. We hit a splash, excellent trade with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, we got the young buck himself, Isaiah Simmons, who is a hidden superstar dev because they got him at strong safety. Also, I want you guys to comment below. Do y'all think we should have him at strong safety, or do y'all think we should have him at middle linebacker? Because I'm either using him at safety or middle linebacker. I'm thinking about using him at middle linebacker myself, and I will tell y'all who is on my middle linebacker roster. I traded him a center that they had green interest in, Spencer Pulley, BJ Hill, and a 2nd round pick. Our next splash trade we got was with the Chiefs for their 4th string wide receiver. I don't want to go and show the wide receiver right now that we got because I made a couple trades and I don't want y'all to see it exactly who I have. But we got Mecole Hardman, a beast, for Jabal Sheard and a 4th round pick. Mecole Hardman currently is their 3rd wide receiver, could be considered a 4th because of the Williams dude is like only 1 overall less than him in Madden terms. Our next trade we are going to talk about is a Brown splash trade. We traded David Mayo and Kyle Fackrell, and we got a 3rd round pick back, and we got Greedy Williams. I'm not going to show corner because we got a couple other corners too. But Greedy Williams is a stud. We're going to go over some of these studs we traded for because we got a lot of studs. This next trade, it wasn't anything special. I thought at the time we needed a kick returner, but I forgot Mecole Hardman can kick return. So I got Deontay Harris from the Saints, who's like a 70 overall wide receiver. I think he's going to get an overall boost because of what he did against Chicago this week. And he's also as a superstar. And I traded Devontae Downs for him. And then we also did a trade with the football team. We traded Adrian Colbert, which is a Adrian Colbert, who is an old free safety, like a 68 overall. They wanted him for whatever reason. And we got a 4th round pick back from that. So that was a pretty good trade. And that's the really only trade that we got a pick in. I think we traded away a 2nd, next year's 4th. I think that's all we traded. I actually don't know if I traded a 2nd. Yeah, I did trade a 2nd. I traded a 2nd in the one splash trade for not Lindstrom, but the splash trade for Isaiah Simmons. Next trade we're going to talk about is with the Bills. So for the Bills, I just traded them a left guard because they had the green interest in his left guard, Shane Lemihux. Cody Ford was over here chilling as their 2nd right guard. Or 3rd, actually. Their 3rd right guard, because they got Brian Winters and John Feliciano behind them. So I was like, okay, so in real life, they'd probably do this. And so I ended up getting a stud in Cody Ford, which we can go over Cody Ford because, yeah. Cody Ford is going to be a stud. He is a normal dev, though. We're probably going to move him to one of the tackle positions, maybe. I'm not fully sure yet. Next trade. Oh my god, I love this trade. I love this trade. Next trade is with the Bucks. Let me briefly go over to their team. Buccaneers. I traded them a left tackle and Nate Soldier, who they had green interest in, even though they got Donovan Smith. I also traded them a, what was it, a 3rd round pick? Oh, well, practice squad, I didn't mean that. I traded them a 3rd round pick, this year's 3rd, that we just got from the Saints. And I also traded them Logan Ryan. Yeah, Logan Ryan isn't on the team like I said. And we splashed big. You will notice that Devin White is no longer on the Bucks, and he is a member of the Giants, so we will be seeing the homie Devin White. He's not really the homie, but he is a great user for one. I need a great user, and that's what I like. Next trade wasn't anything major. It was just a quick little trade here for a stud free safety in Ashton Davis. He has 92 speed. I gave him Isaac Yiadom, who's a 74 overall corner that they wanted. I was like, you know, Ashton Davis is actually the Jets' backup free safety, believe it or not. They had Bradley McDougalin over him. So I was like, yeah, I'll just take him. Next trade was a splash hit. We did a trade with the Patriots. Here's what they got. They got Caden Smith, who they had like a decent interest in. You know, look at all these tight ends. It's crazy. It's crazy how much tight ends they got. I also traded them Golden Tate. Yep, Golden Tate. I told y'all he wasn't probably gonna make it. And when I got Devin White, I knew this guy wasn't gonna make it anymore. And Blake Martinez, who they also had green interest in. And I splashed so hard. This was wet like water. We landed J.C. Jackson, who is a stud corner. Because if you look at the Patriots corners, look, they got Stephon Gilmore, Jonathan Jones, McCourty. They were like, alright, we're getting rid of either Jonathan Jones or J.C. Jackson. Jonathan Jones is really fast. Like, I like him. But I've never really had J.C. Jackson, so we're going to give it a chance with J.C. Jackson here. Next trade I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about a really splash hit, because I traded a D-end. We got Julian Aquara for our backup DT. It was like their third string left in. But now, boys, it's the splash of the dash. We got DK from the Seattle Seahawks. I cannot tell y'all, I was looking at DK. DK is my favorite wide receiver in the NFL, if you know me. And we did trade a lot away for DK, but it's something that, you know, would happen probably. We trade Sterling Shepard to them. We gave them Leonard Williams as well, which is why I needed to get a DN. You know, they need a DN on this team. They just got Leonard Williams, so they're going to become better. And I also traded... I forgot who else I traded over here. Hold on, let me look. I can't remember what else I traded over here. Oh my god. Was it a pick? I can't remember. No, it definitely wasn't a pick. Was it? I traded something else good here. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, y'all. I'm determined. And, Kevin Zeitler. I was to trade Kevin Zeitler because he was 30. And so I was like, we need to make a move. We need to get, you know, rid of him. Damian Lewis is a stud. No lie about that. I don't know what they're going to do. I wish the best on him. Now let's get on to our positional changes. Daniel Jones is going to be a starting quarterback week 1, more than likely. Let's see how that goes. We got our boy Saquon. Devontae Freeman still backing him up even at 28. I wanted to keep him as a backup just because, you know, we got DK, Darius Slayton, McCole Hardman, and Dante Pettis, Deontay Harris, who I'm not sure what we're going to do with yet. He is 22 years old, so he is going to have a lot of room to grow. I think he actually has a Madden upgrade, so next episode he might be at a better overall, to be honest with you. If you don't see that, his release is really bad. Holy crap. This guy is someone who you would run instead of a quick RPO or I forgot what else you would call it. Tight ends, we didn't add anybody. I did get rid of the one tight end so Hakeem Butler can start at the second. Evan Ingram, stud. Our starting left tackle this season will be Andrew Thomas. And at the right side, it will be Michael Peart. How long that will stay, I don't know. Depending on how good these guys do, I might move Prince over to right tackle. Or actually, I would probably move Andrew Thomas because Prince, I don't know. Left guard, we still got Will Hernandez. Center, we got Nick Gates. We downgraded, you know. That was for salary cap reasons, for one. We got Chris Lindstrom and Cody Ford. Now, one of these guys might actually go over to right tackle. And I think it's Cody Ford. I think Cody Ford is going to go over to right tackle. Chris Lindstrom, I think, is a good-bodied right guard. You know, 6'3", 307. Cody Ford is 6'3", 329. And I think you want your tackles bigger than your guards. I'm not really sure. Or you probably want your guards bigger than your tackles, actually. It don't matter. He's still a 70 overall. He's still an improvement, matter the less. We got Dexter Lawrence and Julian Okwara. Man, I don't know if I want to call him Julian or Julian. I forgot what we called him back then. You know, it's been a while since I watched him. It's been like a year. Give me a break, but he's gonna be our backup. He's gonna be our starting right end. He's gonna be our starting right end. 68 overall, but definitely 86 speed and 89 XL is gonna be something great to see. Normal dev as well. We're gonna have to hopefully increase that 81 strength. Decent hit power, 80 hit power right now. That's actually kind of nice. You won't get injured that much. That's what we like. Oh yeah, that probably is also a reason why it was nice to get rid of Leonard Williams, because his injury, I think, is high. I'm at low. Yeah, 85. Dalvin Tomlinson is going to be our D tackle. I signed Miles Brown. Left outside linebacker is going to be Lorenzo Carter, but I like to run a 3-4, so I might actually switch Lawrence Taylor over to left and put Lorenzo to the right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Lawrence Taylor on the left and other dude on the right because I want scheme fit. Hopefully they still perform, because if y'all don't know, Madden is, if the player is not at the right position, like, if it's even a DN switch, they perform less. Like, right in, left in, if you switch one, and they don't perform as well, that's why. Middle linebacker, our star is going to be Devin White, and our second guy is going to be Noah Dawkins as of right now. But like I said, please vote in the comment section to keep Isaiah Simmons at strong safety or middle linebacker, because if he's at strong safety, he's not going to be playing. Because I could have put Jabril Peppers in a lot of trade conversations, but I didn't, because I kind of want him here. Corners, our main two people are going to be Bradbury and J.C. Jackson. Bradbury, I thought about trading, but I was like, no. He's became a stud, and he has revived his career this season. Eli Apple is currently our third, and our fourth is Greedy Williams. We still got two other decent corners here, too. Our free safety is going to be Ashton Davis. Ashton Davis, Xavier McKinney, Isaiah Simmons might. I don't know. I might put Isaiah Simmons over to free safety if y'all want him to stay at safety. Julian Love's probably going to be the backup strong safety to Jabril Peppers. Our kicker is still Graham Gano, and our punter is Riley Dixon. Anyways, I don't want to make this too long, y'all, so let's get going into the preseason. We're not going to play preseason because I don't know why you would play preseason. Oh, yes, XP sliders. XP sliders, for me, I always do 175 because 175, I've looked at a lot of people might do a higher, people might not even touch it at all. But XP sliders do need to be touched or people will not progress. I will tell y'all that now. Like on this, a player can progress like 6 overalls max probably. If they have a really good season, it can go up to 8. You know, people's traits change and all that. But I have belief in this team and what we can do. And I think that we'll be able to win a lot of games. And maybe, hey, I think we can make the playoffs. The CPU sliders, I'm not sure we're going to have them on yet, guys. If y'all could, I don't want to say if y'all could help, because I think I know what I can do. I can just go look up who does it. Bingo. I think Bingo does rebuilds all the time with his sliders. But I really don't know. Because his sliders, he changes them week to week, and all that, and I'm not trying to do that. Like, I only adjust them a little bit, you know? Alright, we're not gonna do upgrade players until preseason week 4, actually. Now, we don't got any old people on the team, really, so we're not gonna get any of the messages. It's preseason week 4, we gotta cut 9 players. Upgrades as well. We're gonna go in here and just upgrade people. I know you're playing zone. Yes, I do strong arm quarterbacks, though. I need that throwing power, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is gonna be definitely the biggest question on this team. I don't really like him, to be honest with you. He isn't my type of player. So this episode number 2 isn't even going to start with gameplay, because I've went over trades and everything that I made. So we're not going to talk about playing our games. We're actually going to play our game. My man Devin White, looking at his writing with disgust, he's like, I'm going to be a Giant for life. Look at that, 92 speed, 91 excel, 82 hit power, 92 jump, 92 injury, 93 jumping. I saw his injury and I went over to his jumping. And I was like, ooh. Now what I do is I go with the scheme fit until they hit 80 overall. When they hit 80 overall, I'll change it. But DTs, you don't change run stopper. That's what you want in a D tackle. Keep your power up. Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons, I'm actually probably going to do zone for, because there's a chance you play free safety, there's a chance you play middle linebacker, I don't know. And if y'all want a better answer to that, here's his stats. He has very low zone coverage and very low man coverage. He has very high hit power and speed. He has decent play rec. He doesn't have that good block shedding. He doesn't have that good catching. See, this is why I think he should be a middle linebacker. He's a middle linebacker, actually. I know he actually does play middle linebacker and safety. You know, he can play either. But I prefer middle linebacker. Cuts! We will not make them yet, actually. Because I want to look in free agency one last time. Julian Edelman, F in the chat. Deshaun Jackson, F in the chat. Danny Amendola. I don't really care about you. Adrian Peterson, F in the chat for sure. Thanks for a moment. John Ross. See if we can find studs like John Ross in here. And I know we're stacked at wide receiver, which is why I'm not bringing him in. Taysom Hill. We could run Taysom Hill packages. Yeah, not gonna happen actually. Doesn't Ida Smith have, does he have his, no, he only has normal def now. Is there any fullbacks available? No. Just fullbacks, there's like none. John Ross, I would go and sign him right now actually. But I'm not going to do that. Because we are stacked, like I said. Tight end. Alright, we're going to pick up a tight end. We're going to pick up Jacob Hollister. I have used him before too, so I know that he's actually decent. Offensive line, I don't think we're going to pick up any. I mean, maybe Scott King, Quizberry or something like that. Nah. Nah. Man, look at Terrell Suggs over here. I'm not really... Alright, here's our new backup D tackle, Tim Settle. Yeah, I like that pickup. This guy could probably run a backup outside linebacker position for us, actually. Dennis Gardeck. But, nah. We'll be cool on that. Middle linebacker, I think we're good on, too. Right outside. Yeah. I like our corners. I like our free safety. Even though I think... Yeah, Monte Nicholson did get cut. He is a pretty good free safety. Strong safety, you know. They got the usual. Kickers. We already got a kicker. Cairo Santos deserves an upgrade. Alright. Now for my punter, since I'm actually... Darius Guice. Did Darius Guice retire? I think he did. That's why. They just put him at punter. You know what? I don't even care where our punter is. You know, I was going to look to change it, but it's okay.
Easily. Here's some
you know what? I already know this guy
started.
needs to be cut. Joe Webb, yeah, you're going to be cut. You were going to be cut. You were going to be cut. Oh yeah, we're going to have a bunch of corners cut. And receivers. If my receiver doesn't have like 91 plus speed, I don't really want him like that. I ain't gonna lie, I really don't. I like my receivers fast, not slow. I think I do have everybody where I want them at. Right, yeah. I have everybody where I kind of want them at. We gotta change the scheme up. We are going to run a... Yeah, vertical zone run is what I usually run, right? Yeah, vertical zone run is what I run. I run a base 3-4. I'm going to use my actual playbooks that I actually use. Now, see, I also don't want to kind of get exposed for what plays I do run in actual leagues. But we do change up our play calling. So, y'all don't got to worry about that. Anyways, let's go over to week 1.
Start the regular season by selecting your season.
We're going to start our season goal.
Season goal comes with higher reward.
For our first season, I'm expecting to make the playoffs, honestly.
Start your week by installing
it's a
your
rebuild,
game plan.
But I still expect us to do good. You know? Ooh, contract extensions. Is that JC?
These players are on the last year of their contract.
We gotta resign JC, Dalvin, Devontae, Wynn-Gallman, Miles Brown, who we just picked up. Jacob Hollister, we just picked up. Eli Apple picked up. DeAndre Baker pick up. Kim Butler pick up. Cole McDonald pick up. Cole McDonald, he's gonna be our backup QB, as y'all probably know already. Cause I kind of just say it. Darius Slate, I like to do my wide receiver upgrades. I like to look at them to see if they get a speed or excel upgrade. This actually might. Got a lot of upgrades though, so that's a good thing. He already is pretty fast. We need to work on his release. He has a pretty good change of direction and all that. My boy DK got the upgrade. Now DK, he needs in terms of Madden, deep route, medium route, agility, you know. But what I'm just gonna do as an overall whole is this deep threat. I'm just gonna just do deep threat because it's gonna increase his deep route And also improved his catching. Wow. +3. He has 90 catching now. That's going to be amazing. I'm not going to really care about the rest of them, even though Dante Pettis was there. The old homie. Anyways, y'all, that's it for the first video. Please leave a like and subscribe. And be ready for this series, as it will be amazing.